Have you heard of the Windows kernel zero-day vulnerability?
So Chris, I heard you have a story about a Windows kernel zero-day. Do you mind going into details?
Yes, thanks, Tony. So the other day, Google's Project Zero team disclosed a zero-day elevation of privileges vulnerability found in Windows kernel. So the flaw is a pool-based buffer overflow attack. So back to a common exploit with the buffer overflow. And it targets the Windows kernel cryptography driver, specifically the cng.sys driver. And they actually released the CVE already, but they don't have a patch. They're hoping to have a patch till November 10th, but unfortunately the attack wasn't just discovered by the researchers, it's openly used in the wild by attackers today. And it affects the most updated Windows 10 version and even older Windows 7 versions. So just be on the lookout for the attack on your Windows computers, since the patch won't be coming out until for a couple days. And the attack, the benefit of it is, and Microsoft reiterated this a lot, is that it's not remotely executable. You have to be local on the machine at least. So one of the examples they gave in this article was that if you're able to have malware on the machine already, you're able to privilege escalate and do something like a sandbox escape and either crash the machine or gain admin level access, but you still need to get on the machine somehow. This vulnerability won't get you onto the machine remotely.
So Chris, it looks like the proof of concept that you alluded to earlier has been released, but it currently does not actually take over the machine. It's just used to crash the machine. At least according to the article I'm reading here. Do we know if there is a working proof of concept that does more than just crash the machine?
Yeah, so I think the Google's Project Zero team was able to do a sandbox escape with it. So they were able to, if they had an isolated environment on one of these Windows machines they were testing on and was able to get admin level access. So there's actually two articles I was reading on this, that one described that there was able to get some sort of admin level access through the sandbox escape.
Now, this concerns me for, as you stated, Chris, the Windows 7 environments. Now, we know that that's end of life. It's been end of life for a while, but with big enterprises of small companies who maybe don't have the dollars to upgrade, I'm fairly confident that out there in the world there's probably a lot of Windows 7 stalls. So it's just more of a comment than a question, but that is definitely an issue that if they don't move off of Windows 7, they're not going to get a patch for this. So there's going to be problems with companies that still have Windows 7 in their environment.
Yeah, absolutely.
Do you know if there's any workarounds, or are they just any operating system that's not patched, they're just stuck with this?
Yeah, that's what I've heard so far. The only thing to do is just wait for the patch right now, unless something new comes out in the next week. But right now, it's unfortunately just waiting for the patch.
Ouch. Well, we definitely have to wait for it. I'm sure that they're working on it as quickly as possible. With the sandbox escape, if a bad actor doesn't deal with that and they just want to go around and just continue to crash systems, what's your thoughts on that? I mean, it sounds more like a nefarious behavior than something that a bad actor would use to gain leverage.
So yeah, so most likely probably the kind of denial of service attack is probably most likely, since the crashing the machine is probably more likely than the sandbox escape to admin level access. So legal attacker may be just to try to denial service a company and force them to pay to try to get their, well, if they crash the machine. I should take that back. If they crash the machine, can't really bring it back up. But yeah, I guess there's something maybe less for profit and more of just being nefarious. They could just set up a denial service on a company if they want to target and just bring them down. They might have their own reasons. Maybe it's political. Maybe they just don't like the company, but it's definitely open for that action to take.